All right. Got a lot done today. Still working on understanding the importance of temperature for the adhesive for the tile. But what I have running now is I've got banks of lights. I've got an electric heater over there, and right there I've got a propane heater. And I can get the temperature up just over 60 for air temp, so I'm checking temperature, all right, which obviously is an air temp, and then I'm also checking floor temp, because that's probably the more critical part, is getting the floor to the right temperature. And I can spot check it and getting that up. If I can get that up to 65 for, they say you got to keep it above 65 for at least 48 hours. I don't know, but I'm also not doing an industrial install, and I'm not doing an interior install. So still trying to figure out my margin of error for this, but still getting some other things done. So let's see, I did install the wheel wells with the putty tape. Screwed those down, and as I screwed them down, I realized that, oh boy, I hope I'm in the right spot. You know, obviously with my cutouts, they fit pretty tightly, so there wasn't too much margin for error or source of error. But I realized that, wow, I gotta make sure the cabinet fits in that spot right there. So, and same thing on this side. I've got to make sure that the kitchen cabinet sits in the right spot. And then I had to go out and make sure that the outer parts of the wheel wells matched up with the framing on the outside. And it's got to be close. So this is a little intimidating, that as I start putting things in, that I am going to have to still keep the mindset that I may need to redo it, or I may need to just be flexible and make adjustments as I go along. Because this trailer was not square. I know that now, when it was originally built, and I'm learning more about these vintage repairs, and the trailers in general are not built square. So lots of adjustments as I go along, which it's okay. But if you still got the canopy up, or the tarp up, because I am trying to capture some of the warm air, and then try to get this temperature up. Right now it's a 61. Of course, that's sitting right in front of the propane heater. But it's all good. I put down some more wood putty, and once that dries, I will sand. I sunk some more deck screws in on this blue line here, really just to make sure that the plywood is as flat as possible throughout, so it doesn't bulge anywhere. And put some wood putty in different spots that, again, once it dries off, I'll pull the sander out. But I've also done the painting of the benches, so that those are ready. This is the first coat. I'll put on 2 coats. I also yesterday shored up the drawers, so re-glued, or glued, they weren't glued before, glued, and put in some new nails. Just try to make them a little more solid. And what I'll do, I'll actually may go do this tonight, is go look at some new hardware for the drawers and the cabinets, and see what I can find there. That cabinet still, that has the second coat on it. I also did the pieces in the garage. So all in all, going pretty good. I'm gonna clean up tonight, and then maybe head over and, like I said, look at some cabinet hardware. And hopefully we can get this internal temperature of the camper warm enough, and I can lay the adhesive down. That's what I'm shooting for. So hopefully I can get that down, and then the cabinets will really be ready to move in at that point. They have the second coat. So once I have the the floor in. I'll move the cabinets in. And then continue to make adjustments as I go along. Okay, that's the update.